Okay, people, we're back. It's time to get to the first mission.
Alright, it looks like the disc should be inserted in the slot near the top of the transquizzer. Good morning, Polly. I hope you've studied for the quiz today. You may have a lot of natural ability, but even geniuses need to study. That's Polly's teacher, Ms. Winkle. At that school on the hill, everything's state-of-the-art. All the quizzes are personalized, programmed, and videotaped by the teacher. Pretty cool, huh? Now, today's quiz is all about inventions and discoveries, something you should know plenty about, Polly. Oh, but no fair asking your father for help. There are 25 questions total, Polly. 5 on each of the 5 discs I've passed out to you and the rest of the class. That's 5 different levels. So, sit up straight, put on your thinking cap, and select your first question. Okay, what we should do first is select one of the quiz questions. Just click on any one of the 5 buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer. Since we've got to bring all the robots back, the order doesn't really matter.
Alright, cool. First mission coming up. Ooh. I think I like this one.
Click on the yellow start button to hear this question. People once thought the Earth was the center of the universe and everything revolved around it. That's because when they looked up in the sky, the sun and the stars all appeared to be moving around the Earth. A nice idea, but appearances can be deceiving. Today we know that the Earth revolves around what? Miss Winkle, as everybody knows, I am the center of the universe.
What?
Yes, Polly, you're exactly right. The whole world revolves around you.
Ugh.
Heavens, Polly is just too much to bear. She used to think she was the center of the universe. Now she really is. We need to go back in time and straighten this mess out, or life as we know it will change drastically. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer. Well, it just so happens, Sotley, that I realized long ago that you would try to mess up my work, so I covered my tracks by hiding clues all over the mountain. 4 clues total. Well, Polly, okay. It looks like we have no choice but to play by your rules, as unfair as they are. Just tell us what we need to find for this mission. Relax, Gutley. It won't be so bad. I sent Russian robot Cosmobot to put me in the center of the universe. You can get him back if you find these 4 clues. A pig, a sundial, a postage stamp, and a dollar bill. But why mess up a good thing? Cosmobot and I never used to get along, but now we're pals. I can't believe Polly reprogrammed him for her selfish purposes. We have to find those clues and get Cosmobot back. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. There's also a mission clue in the painting gallery.
You know, that Cold War reference is getting old. Old. Okay. Interesting. Well, alright. I guess we have no choice but to, do what she tells us to do.
This is Professor Sparks' art gallery. It's sort
Let's
of an
play.
art museum and
Jumpstart.
an art studio combined. That odd-looking machine over there is his virtual collection, where the professor keeps a display of some of the most famous works of art in the world. You can also go into the painting gallery in the back to create your own masterpiece. Don't forget to bring your imagination.
If you're going to visit the gallery, you let me know if you find any of Polly's things hidden in there. If I've told her once, I've told her 1,000 times. Don't mess up the collection. Of course, she doesn't listen to me. Why, once I found a Romanesque urn next to a Baroque.
That's Mrs. Beasley. She's the resident art expert. Some say she's as old as some of the Greco-Roman statues in here.
Huh?
I heard that, you hotshot silicon chipsters. So smart and so fast and so what? I've got more sense in my vacuum tubes than a lot of you.
Well, if we have any questions about the art, we'll be sure to ask you. Let's go to the painting gallery. I sense there's a mission clue there.
Okay then. Ooh, before we do that, a little thing. Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, let's go.
This room looks like an ordinary painting gallery, but Polly's father created it so anyone can make their own art. Heidi-ho, Snotley. I hid one of the mission clues here, and if you want it, either you or your friend will have to paint me a pretty picture. Of course, I get to tell you exactly what to paint, and it better be good. I've always wanted a painting that showed something like this. A very boring boy. I watched a boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room playing with his boring car. He reminded me of you, Snotley. Click on any of the empty frames to begin painting. Click on the sheet of paper on the floor to read Polly's story.
Ugh.
So the deal here is that Polly wants us to illustrate her strange story. I don't have much of an artistic flair. It's just not in my programming. So it looks like it's up to you. Luckily, Professor Spark made it so anyone can paint like one of the great masters. To your left are all the tools you'll need, and at the bottom are lots of cool colors. If you need to be reminded of what Polly's demanding, click on the card on the lower left corner of the frame.
Okay, so I gotta ask a few times about how you can actually solve this, well, if you can, puzzle. Well, if you could call it a puzzle. Well, yeah. The first thing you have to do is take a look at the story. See the words highlighted? I mean, in boldface? These are the things you have to include in your painting. Now, all you have to do is select the landscape. We need the living room. Then we go here to find the correct pictures. Yeah. Okay, now what else do I need? Cartoon. I think I need to put in some music. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, that definitely reminds me of the Warner Brothers era of cartoons. Yeah. I think they still air those, but they're less. Whoa. Let's just. Never mind. Alright, more pictures. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, let's save it. Cool.
Yes! What an artist! Let's add the clue to the inventory and move forward. Good work. It seemed... Okay. All sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the kitchen.
Mort. I remember Mort. That robot was funny.
This is the door to the kitchen. Everyone eats here. Polly, her dad, and of course, all us robots. The professor put a lock on it months ago because some of the robots were getting a little gluttonous. I mean, they'd eat all the time if they could. I used to know the combination, but it looks like Polly's changed this lock. You can figure out the combination if you can figure out the math problems that appear on the door. That's Mort peeking out from inside. He's one of the nicer robots around here, but he gets a little cranky when he hasn't eaten.
Thank goodness you're here. My stomach's rumbling. I don't know how to cook.
Yeah, excuse me.
Click on the arrows on the tiles at the bottom of the equation. The up arrows will increase the number. The down arrows will decrease it. When you think you've got the correct number in the tile, click the glowing enter button beneath it. If you want,
Excuse me.
you can also enter numbers using your keyboard. Then press enter.
Sorry, I think I'm catching a cold or something. Alright, so addition.
You got the first lock. 2 more to go. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more.
I must say, Polly's really creative with her puzzles.
You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. This is Professor Sparks' kitchen, but I doubt your kitchen is anything like this, unless you happen to have lots of hungry robots hanging around your house. See that machine in the middle of the room? It's the robot feeder. 2 things you should know about robots. 1, they're usually hungry. And 2, their table manners are atrocious. Around now, I'd normally be hungry enough to eat a 57 Chevy, but Polly's behavior has made me lose my appetite.
A 57 Chevy?
Hey, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, Spotty. Of course, if you do leave, you won't be able to find the mission clue I've hidden in here.
No.
Alright.
If you want, you can click around the kitchen to check out some of the cool stuff in here. But to feed Mort and help save the world, click on the feeding machine. I have to warn you, though, watch your fingers and toes around hungry robots.
Oh boy. Wow, that blender's going places. Ugh.
Here it is, Professor Sparks' robot feeding machine, patent pending. I've wandered in here for a midnight snack many times myself, but now it looks like we've got to feed Mort.
Yes, Botley. It's time for a little snack.
After Mort calls for a snack, he'll tell you what toppings he wants on it, and exactly how much of each topping he wants. When you turn on the machine, Mort's robot bowl will move along the conveyor belt in front of me, while the toppings move along the conveyor belts behind me. What you need to do is measure each of the toppings and drop exactly what Mort wants in his bowl. So, what'll it be tonight, Monsieur Mort?
Let's see. Tonight I'm in the mood for a bowl of cornflakes.
Ooh.
And could you please add strawberries, some vitamin B12,
Huh?
some vitamin C, and some vitamin E?
What?
Good thing you have a cast iron stomach, Mort.
Okay.
Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Enjoy!
Well, at least he won't be deficient in any vitamins. Oh boy. I mean, seriously. All those vitamins. Okay. Who knew a robot needs vitamins? That's funny. Okay. Okay, here's the B12. 101,000 molecules. Here's vitamin C. Okay. 101,000 molecules. You know, at least more has a preference. Yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering about the sound, I can't turn it up any higher. Honestly, so, yeah. Yeah. Vitamin E. Okay. 210,000 molecules. Alright. Alright. So the bull should move faster now. Get to him. Yeah, there it goes. Whoa.
Sweet nectar.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Another fine meal.
Ugh.
Another tip well deserved. Yes, I only wish it could be more.
Great! Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission.
It's a pork chop.
No mission clues here. Let's try another floor.
Yeah, we'll do that in the next video.